Guys, it's time for another review. So, Mike, you got these?
Yeah.
And I say this one bag, but we have three. So it's the Intersand Classic Unscented litter.
It's Canadian clay.
It's Canadian clay?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to review this for you guys. As always, we try to be honest and raw. No script here. Let me see. I wish I was that good in preparing videos.
Are we sponsored?
No, we're not sponsored. Yeah, we're not sponsored. So always try, when I do these reviews, when we do this and share this with you guys, we'll always try to see what do the promises on the outside. So it's odor control, hard clumping, and dust free. We know this dust.
I have to say, I'm now pouring it into our machine.
Yeah?
And I don't see any.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use that bag.
So don't see any dust at all.
So let me see. I'm on top of Mike, not literally with the camera. I mean with the camera.
Okay,
I mean, look, no dust.
do a cycle.
Yeah, honestly, no dust.
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
And it's
Yeah, it's
also
crazy.
supposed not to stick to their paws as much as other brands.
Yeah, but no, seriously, guys, let's not just go past this point as if it's nothing. The fact that Mike just poured, what, half a bag in there. Look, he just opened it. There is the scissor.
Yeah, so I took our old
And
one
there is no
completely out.
dust. It's crazy.
There's no dust at all.
No dust. This is not, because we now have a litter that we use, and we're really happy with that after a couple of trials. But that one, I mean, we already accepted that one, when you at least poured it in here, I mean, it dust up. It's normal. So this is good. This is the first sign. No dust at all when you pour it in.
No, nothing.
No, nothing at all. Nothing. It's crazy. It's like plastic. Little plastic litter, which isn't. Wow, okay. Look, you can see it here. Not even here. It's crazy. Okay, so that's a good thing. That does promise something good.
I just cleaned the litter robot, which we've been using for 5+ years now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, people said a lot of things about this machine. You know, you either love it or hate it, but I really feel, and
haters are mostly the people that have never used it.
exactly, that's what I'm gonna say. I really feel that people that hate this thing are just doing it for the hype. Of course, I'm not saying that everyone that does it for the hype. There might be a few in there that actually think that you know, that's their opinion and they're entitled. But we really feel like the most people that hate this thing are just doing it for the views and the hype, and have never either used this thing or haven't used it in a long term to actually have like a solid foundation for their reviewing. So, but we're happy with this. We're happy.
We're extremely happy
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, knock on wood. It's a good thing. It does what it promises. And we've seen the updates. We've seen the other models that came after this one. But we,
There is a new model out now, but that's
you know,
only after years.
but there is this saying that says, if it isn't fix it, why? If it isn't broken, why fix it? This thing works.
Yeah.
So we really don't feel like we're being triggered to look for other models. This thing works, and it works fine.
I have to say, I don't see any dust at all.
No, it's crazy.
And
I don't even know how that is even possible.
me neither. And one of the things that this
Wow.
brand promises is that it doesn't stick to their paws either, because we have a lot of problems with, especially
The younger cat,
the
Miko.
younger cat that
It feels like he has rubber feet, rubber
just
paws.
jumps out.
Yeah, he jumps out and then it scatters all over here. So,
So every day
yeah,
there's a lot of big cleanup party.
yeah.
I
On this, on that.
just cleaned it, but There was a lot of litter.
Always, yeah, because we always vacuum and you know and mop the floor and all that. Well, not for that. We mop the floor once a week just to keep it clean and hygienic. But we do vacuum every day, sometimes 2 times a day. So you don't see it here, but oh, look, you can see some traces here. Yeah, I know it looks pity, but again, oh, here you see some traces. So he jumps from here and then he goes that way to the living room, and then he leaves this whole trail of litter. So and it's really, I mean, it's really noticeable. So, but this with this thing, we'll see, guys. But I mean, what I'm seeing right now, no dust.
Looks very clean.
It's just is yeah, it's a deal maker. It's really a deal maker because the dust, especially when you live in a small apartment like we are doing here, and I think it goes for a lot of people in the city. You know, if anything makes up a lot of dust, you know, soon you're in the middle of that dust. So that's the last thing you want. And we're always cleaning up the table here and dusting off and the whole thing. So the dust is for me already a deal maker. And I just love, I don't know, again, I'm not trying to be dramatic or make more of this than it is, but I'm genuinely surprised that when Mike was finished with pouring it in, we don't see any dust. And as you guys are seeing, it's still one take. I'm not gonna cut in this. So, but yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this video after we've been using this for at least a week.
Yeah.
And you know, looking at the cats, see what they do, how much litter they leave behind when they come out of it, but also when they're done doing their thing and they try to bury it, what does come off, how does the dust behave and all that. So we try to do like a multifaceted review. But for now we'll leave it here. So let's see what's happening here. There's Miko, which is good, because Miko is the one that always gets a lot of litter stuck on his little paws. I was just in the other room with Luna, so I know it's not her, so it must be him. He's the one that always has troubles. So he just used the litter, as you can see. The light turned red, which means it has just been used. And this is what I see. I'm looking at this. This is what I see. This is a lot less than you normally would see if he would go in there. Like 95% less. So that's really funny. Look, I need to zoom in to make it even noticeable for you. Maybe it's just me and my eyes. I'm getting old, but seriously, normally it would be scattered here. The litter would be scattered here, but yeah, I don't know. So there it goes. It's spinning. It's doing its cycle. Trying to see if I can catch any dust from the right angle because it's dark. I don't see any dust while this is moving. I honestly don't see anything. I just need to see this. It's a bit disgusting, but you need to see it, guys, because this is where the review is about. If you have cats, you want to see this. There it is. Alright, everything falls through the hatch, which means it's capsulated as it should be. I see something there. Let's see if it falls back. Maybe it's just because there is this little edge there, so normally everything goes through, but now of course because I'm doing this, well, let's just see if it rolls back, which would mean that it's at least capsulated as it should be. Okay, so now really but it's really negligible. Let's see as it spins back if I'm noticing any dust. No, I honestly, look, you can see it in the light right there. Normally you would see rays of dust that become visible because of the light from the back. I am seeing something here. It's just a very thin dust, maybe.
No.
No, not seeing it here, but I do see it on the screen, which is crazy. But then the screen enlarges everything. I mean, that's how some people tend to think they see. How do you call those lights, Mike?
Orbs.
Orbs. So that's just normal. That's something you would see even in the living room because there's always dust flying around in the city. But sitting here, I'm really not seeing any dust.
Light orbs. No, I don't see anything
No.
either. Normally it's always a bit hazy.
Yes, clearly. I don't have to sit here 5 minutes to try to guess from different angles. So,
Was the clumping good as well?
yeah, there was a little bit, just a tiny bit of, number 2 that didn't go through, but
Yeah. Yeah, well, that sometimes happens.
that
But
sometimes
it gets
happen, yeah.
with the next cycle and then it's gone.
Exactly. So, but overall, I don't know. Overall, looks good.
We can do it again.
Yeah, definitely. I can see some pause traces here, but I mean, guys, it is litter. It's litter after all, so it's not like he's walking on diamonds. So there has to be some traces, but what we're worried about is we're not expecting a miracle, but what we care about is what happens here when he comes out.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
That's the worst part, yeah, because literally, like I said, sometimes it's all scattered all over here. So this is good.
Why didn't it go through the first time then?
What? I don't know. It just stuck on that little ledge.
And that's why we clean this little robot.
Yeah. Once a week.
To,
right.
To
Now
make
we went
sure
through.
all is clean. Because what happens if that chute, the sides, if that comes dirty, then it becomes sticky.
Yeah.
So that's why we always clean it once a week.
Yeah, that's just one misunderstanding I would like to clear up. It doesn't mean that you become this lazy that doesn't do anything, because there is still this hygienic aspect that you need to do, to get rid of, bacteria and all that. So once a week we do that with antibacteria stuff that Mike cleans it with. But yeah, overall, I think he does what he promises. So what Mike was just saying is that tomorrow morning we'll see, because we're not going to vacuum anything. We vacuumed and then we did this. So this is how it is right now. Especially for you guys that's watching the video, it's going to be easy to compare, because you will see this, and the next footage is the morning. So just take a good look. Anything that will be added to this by their pause or not, you'll see. We're not going to clean up or do anything. So, but I do see something floating by, like really thin dust. Maybe. I don't know what to make of that. I see something. Okay, good morning, guys. So it's the next day. Look, it's the next day. So this is what we found on these little stairs. And I can tell you, because you guys have nothing to compare it to, because you don't know what is normal with us here.
You don't know what is normal.
What is a normal situation with what the normal amount is, because you don't know. So that's very understandable. But we can tell you, and I hope you take our words for that. Look at him. Oh, you saw a little birdie. That's cute. They come for these berries, and they're very welcome to take them if they want. So yeah, but what I was saying, I'm sorry about that. What I was saying is that yeah, this is so much less than what we would normally found. What we would normally find. So we're just trying to give you guys the actual situation. And I mean, if you think this is too much for you, then maybe this litter is not what you're looking for. If you're looking for litter that doesn't litter, like literally in 100%, literally doesn't litter in 100% meaning of that word, good luck. I don't know if you can find it. But if you find a kind or a brand that is even less than this, then please let us know. Because maybe you guys out there have even better options that we don't know about. If you find some litter that gives you less than this, and this is the result of a whole night, then please let us know.
This is a game changer for us.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, yes, it really is, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because we always use the vacuum to vacuum whatever is on here. I mean, because it's that much. You can hear it go through the vacuum. Like, it's that much.
How?
So
wow.
So this is, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Like I said, is it 100% free? No, it isn't, obviously, because you see this, you see that. But I mean, you have to be realistic at some point. Like it is gonna stay litter. So, and litter will behave as litter will behave, if you know what I mean. So again, so this is it for us. This is way less that we would normally have to deal with. And I don't know. I think for us, this is definitely going in the right direction. Anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, if you guys have better options, please feel free to share it with us. But for now, I know, I think this is a progress. So, good luck and happy holidays, I guess. And thank you so much for watching. Peace out, man. All right, bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with whatever you do. Oh, what's going on there, guys? Looks like the engine died. He's now floating.
Floating?
Yeah, floating.
Floating.
Floating. It is a weird word, floating.
Floating.
Yeah, it's floating. But this is a very busy canal with tourist boats, so not really sure how it will handle itself.
It's just waiting for further clearance.
Yeah? They never wait for further clearance.
It's like the monorail.
Just like the monorail, yeah. No, look, and now it's standing still, barely moving. So, we just had lunch, we were watching something, and I came back here to check, and this happened, as you guys see. So you can clearly read that he jumped out, and then he how do you say that? He used this as stepstone, but then very quickly, all that you see here is sign that something very quickly happened. He jumped, he went away. See, because everything is out of place, and I just vacuumed here and cleaned up the whole thing. So even then, this is what he managed to do. I don't know. So I don't know if this is something that you can blame this litter, the brand of this litter, this kind of litter, or it's just because, you know, nothing can withstand some crazy behavior of some cats, like Miko. I don't know. I mean, if he jumps out of there and he just takes the whole thing apart here, I don't know. What can help against that? I don't think anything can help. So, but even then, at least it's small. At least it's fine. what ends up on the floor. So I don't know. So I'm not gonna leave this like this, especially if you have a wooden floor. If you leave it like this, it's gonna start scratching the floor. So I'm gonna vacuum this. But and I must say, this is not a usual thing. Every now and then he does that. When he has his crazy hour, that's what he does. So again, is this something that we can link back to the litter and give the litter the blame for this, or is it just because this is what cats are? This is what they do. But still, I'm still saying it's not bad compared to the other kind of litter that we have. Guys, I think we found another solution for keeping your floor as much as possible litter free. Look, we didn't do anything. We haven't vacuumed or anything. We just woke up. It's very, very early still. It's 5:30 in the morning. Just woke up. Look at this. Look at the floor. So what we did is we changed, I know it looks weird, but we changed the angle in which we keep the litter robot now. Because what we saw is that when you give your cat like a completely free access from the litter robot, when you point the opening of the litter robot, like let's say into a hall or into something that's very spacious, your cat is stimulated. Some cats that do that, they'll do that always. They're being triggered to jump out of it because they see no threat, they see nothing that will block their jump or limit them in jumping. So what they do is, especially cats that like to be playful and, you know, busy and hyper, I think we all have one of those. So what they do is they like to jump right from the litter as they're standing in there to the outside. But when you point it into this angle, they see that something is gonna block them. They won't do that as much. So this is what's happening here. See? So you can try to look for a better litter that has better qualities, that doesn't stick to their paws and all that. And, or I should say maybe you can, or if you don't want to do that, make sure that your cat litter box is in an angle that doesn't stimulate him or her to jump out of it. There he is. This is the guy that's been doing that. See? Naughty Miko. Oh, we love him. We great. Oh, there's Luna. I didn't see Luna right up here. Daphne. Luna is so cute. Luna is so clean. Anyway, so there it is. I think this is a beautiful wrapping up of this video. There you have it. Just something to think about, guys, when you've tried everything else. So I don't want to scare him, but Miko is in there. So I'm filming him while looking the other way. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he didn't jump out. He didn't jump out. Miko, you can't jump out anymore. You can't jump out anymore. Little naughty guy. You cannot jump out anymore. Miko? I love this guy. I just love this naughty guy. He always does what he feels. He's so stubborn. He's like 100% stubborn.